YouTube? I'm about to bring y'all a little short video, but a very informational video, if I said that correctly, because I know a lot of people, this is your first child or this is your second child and you still nervous, you don't know what to expect. So me, I have 2 kids. I actually have 2 girls. My sister, she have 2 kids. She have a boy and a girl. Sorry, I'm right here by an airport, so you're gonna hear a lot of airplanes crossing over. But basically, the information I can give y'all is from personal experience or through my sister, because she had one normal pregnancy, but she has to get induced because she has high blood pressure. Sorry. And then the one that she just had, she had to get emergency C-section, and he was born 5 months premature. So yeah, if y'all really feeling nervous about your labor and delivery, first step, don't think about it. At this point, you cannot control how your labor and delivery is gonna go. So the best thing that you can do is breathe in and just stay calm. As far as me, I'm gonna tell you with my oldest daughter, I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but I gotta tell y'all need to know what's going on. Y'all need to know the truth. So with my first daughter, I went to the doctor's appointment. He said he didn't understand why I was even seeing him right now. I was supposed to have been in labor at that moment, but my water just didn't break. So me and my kids' grandmother, we did some things to try to, you know, induce the labor, get it going and stuff like that. So it was like 5 o'clock. It was between, no, it was about 6 o'clock in the morning when I woke up to contractions and stuff. And I was reading about it because I like to educate, so I know when it's the real deal, when it's Braxton Hicks, and if you're pregnant, you know all about Braxton Hicks. But I wanted to, you know, I didn't want to keep taking them trips to the hospital just for them to keep sending me home. So, oh, I'm already sweating. It is hot out here. So yeah, around 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, I woke up because I kept cramping. I kept having pains and stuff like that. And I remember reading right before I went to sleep that it said that if you can't sleep through the contraction, it's most likely the real deal. So I remember waking up and I couldn't go back to sleep for anything in the world. So I went to the bathroom. When I went to the bathroom, I was thinking I was using the restroom the whole time, and I'm just like, why am I peeing for so long, you know? To the point where finally the contractions was getting so bad to where I couldn't even talk through them. So I had to go wake the grandmother up, and then from there I woke the kid's dad up, which he was not happy about it because he thought it was a false alarm. And then of course it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, so who really want to be up that early just for it to be a false alarm? So I basically told him, you know, you ain't gotta go, but we leaving. So he got up, got dressed, and left anyways. When we got there, as soon as they checked me, I kid you not, they went up there to check and see how far along I was dilating. As soon as she pulled her fingers out, TMI, I'm sorry, but as soon as she pulled her fingers out, my water just busted right there. And then after that came the worst part of it all, the contractions, the real deal. And I know some people that have contractions, they're able to breathe through them and, you know, all the good stuff. Well, with me, every time I had a contraction, I was throwing up. Every time. It never failed. And I'm going to tell you now, when you have contractions, if you let people touch you in the middle of that contraction, kudos to you, because I didn't want nobody touching me. I didn't want nobody talking to me. Don't tell me to breathe through it. You don't know what I'm going, like, I was on it. I was. So, yeah, basically with your contractions, I can honestly say, to help your contractions out through your pregnancy, stay active. I know a lot of times you're not going to want to stay active. You're going to be tired. You're going to be not feeling good, you know, all types of stuff. But stay active. The more that you walk around, the more it's easier for your labor and delivery to go. I know mine's with my labor and deliveries. I'm going to have to stop this because my phone about to die. But I know with my labor and deliveries, I walked most of the time throughout my whole pregnancy. So it was more so like when it was time to give birth, I pushed about 3 times. So within like 6 to 7 minutes, I had both of my kids, and both of my kids was born in the morning. And I actually got induced with my second little girl because she didn't want to come out. She was stubborn. But when it was actually go time, my labor and delivery was so easy. Now I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to the what is it called? Epidural. There you whatever. When it comes to the epidural, my personal experience, I can tell you like this. It feels like, they say it's gonna feel like a burning sensation, like you done got stung by a bee or something like that. It does feel like it's burning, but it's the kind of, sorry if y'all see this rat, I'm playing with it. I had played a prank on the kids, but anyways, it feels like when your feet fall asleep, and that feeling that you get when your feeling is slowly coming back. So it feels like a lot of things picking at you, pointing, you know, poking you, say it like that, poking you. That's what it feels like, and it sucks. It sucks because you can't move. If you move, you're taking a very, very big risk of getting paralyzed. Do not get scared by this, ladies. Do not get scared, because I kid you not, the process is a lot easier when you're going through it than actually talking about it, which is crazy to say, but it's not as bad when you're going through it, as far as like when it gets closer to your delivery date and you know, okay, well, this is what I'm gonna do, and oh, hold on, let me drop this. The needle's about this long, and yes, it's going in your back, but I'm telling you, it's not as bad as people make it seem. Now, as far as if you need a C-section, I feel for you, because when I tell you, my sister, her baby is 6 months old, and they said it takes up to a year for you to heal. And just looking at my sister, I feel so bad for her. You know, the scar where they cut her at and how it looks, and it's just, she can't laugh. She couldn't play around, and I'm goofy, so I was always making her laugh, but I knew that I could rip her back open, so I felt kind of bad, and I had to stop from, you know, putting a smile on her face. But if you're getting a C-section, you know, get somebody that you know you're not going to be arguing with, somebody that you're really close to, that you can vibe with, because in that type of time, you're not going to want to stress yourself out. You're not going to want to have to, oh, well, if I get mad at him or her, I'm going to make them leave, and now I'm stuck to do this by myself, because my sister did have to learn how to walk all over again because of the C-section. Now, like I said, I can only speak as far as, okay, but yeah, as I was saying, so with me, I had both of my kids natural. And let me tell you this, they do give you medicine for after you have your child. I cannot take pills. I know it sounds crazy. I could not take pills. So when they gave me Percocets, I couldn't take them. What they actually had me on was kids Motrin. And a lot of people, you know, when I tell them that, they be like, well, that didn't do nothing and you didn't feel it, and that. When I tell you, I feel so good off that children Motrin. Every time they came in the room and I knew I was about to get it, I was so happy, because it's like, yeah, it's kids liquid, and I gotta take so much just to get the effect of a Percocet, but I can't take pills, so I don't know anything about that, you know. You gotta remember, if you scared thinking that something crazy. If you're scared thinking that something crazy is going to happen, don't do it, because you will worry yourself sick, and that's an easier way for you to get into the hospital sooner. Don't do that. You don't want any stress on you or your baby. If you're having a C-section, just prepare yourself for it. Like I say, no matter what type of birth that you're going to give, you're going to be nervous. If you got to be induced, you're going to be nervous. I was nervous because I was under a time limit to where they was like, okay, it's been 2 hours and you've been having contractions, but you haven't been complaining about pain, so you need to get an epidural within the next 30 minutes, or after that, you won't be able to have an epidural no more. And at that time, I was about, I don't want to say it wrong, but I think I was about 6 or 7 centimeters, and that's what I'm saying. When I was getting induced, the contractions was coming, but they felt like period cramps. I didn't know I was dilating as much as I was until the very last minute when she said, you have 30 minutes to get this epidural. So I told the doctor to, you know, go ahead and tell them to come in. I'm ready for the epidural. And when I tell you I was shaking, yeah, my phone just died, so I had to wait for it to charge. But yeah, so like I was saying, with the needle, what made me nervous with the epidural is the fact that, you know, they have to put their mask on, they have to put the little gown and stuff on like that, and then they bring the tray over. So you got the needle. The needle is literally this big, and I suggest, if you're not easily freaked out, or you want to be educated to know what you're getting yourself into, you might want to look up getting the epidural done on YouTube so you can see how it's done. Now, like I said, it does look bad, but at the same time, you gotta remember, you're not going to be looking at it getting done to you. You're only going to feel it. So you gonna want it to be on both sides. It's just rethinking about it. What happened was, when they put the medicine and stuff in, I'm not gonna go into deep detail, but I am gonna try to, you know, kind of warm you up to what you're gonna be prepared for. But I felt the sting on my right side, and then I felt it on my left side, and then I felt both of them. And he said that was what he wanted. When both of them had that pain, that's when he knew he was done. So once he felt that, the medicine that goes through is cold. It's cold, and it's a very weird feeling. So once you get done with the epidural, I can only speak for myself. I don't know how many times I gotta say this. I'm just gonna keep saying it though. I can only speak for myself. Like, after I got the epidural, it was like such of a cold sensation, to the point where they had to bring extra blankets in for me, because I was like I was shaking. But it felt so good because it was no more contractions, no more nothing. So if you are able to tolerate pain, it's gonna be painful. If you're not able to tolerate pain, baby, I don't know what to tell you, because I can tolerate pain, and I wasn't crying. Every time I had a contraction, I wasn't crying, but like I said, when I had a contraction, when it got bad enough, I was throwing up, and I didn't want nobody touching me. I didn't want anybody to comfort me. So yes, it's just a different situation for different people, but as I told y'all before, just stay calm. Like, don't hype yourself up, because that's what's gonna make it so much worse. And you don't want to bring up your pressure or lower your pressure, or, you know, stuff like that. Like my sister, she has high blood pressure since her pregnancy. Me, I've been having low blood pressure since I've had kids. So, you know, you want to be mindful of your health, because your health and stuff does change while you're pregnant, and even after you have a child, it still changes. So y'all just stay healthy, stay positive through it all. I wish nothing but healthy pregnancies on everybody that's watching this video right now. Hopefully I didn't talk y'all heads off. Hopefully the airplane sound didn't, you know, drive y'all too crazy. And most importantly, I hope that y'all got some kind of information, valuable information, from what I just told you guys. I know through my pregnancy, I was looking up a whole lot of things, and I wasn't able to find too many things on it. So with this video, I kind of gave you just more of a what to expect during labor and delivery. Now, I can go way deeper into like detail, as far as step by step what you should expect from when you get into paperwork and all the other kind of stuff, but that's kind of boring. That's for a different time. So with this one, I hope you got what you was looking for. And until next time, I will see you guys later. If you did like the content and you want to see more, I do pranks, I do challenges, I do story times, I do, you know, a little bit of everything on this channel. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, leave a comment. I'm willing to talk to you guys, and until the next video, I will see you guys again.